Hi.
Yay!
Hello, welcome back to Blockbusters, and it's gold run time again. You hardly need telling, I'm sure. We're going into the second gold run of these two champions. They've done one already, and indeed it was Paul at that particular time who undertook the first, so which means that it's George now who's been delegated for the second. George, if it were questions on music, I know Paul would do very well because he sits around listening to Mozart. In fact, he plays Mozart, don't you, as well, Paul?
Yeah.
When you have the odd opportunity, yeah. Are you at all musical, George?
I'm tone deaf, in fact.
Tone deaf? Ah, well,
absolutely useless music.
Have it on very good authority. There are one or two musical questions coming up. We shall see, won't we? It's the second gold run, as I say. It means that there's a second major prize coming up, but of course they do build up as they go. The third, fourth, and fifth are the really big ones, but this is the second. George is all set to look at the board. Let us do just that to see what he's got to cope with. These are the initials, the multiple initials in the gold run. That's. On the other hand, if he wants to be more complicated, he could try it that way. But whichever way he tries it, it's got to be within the limit of 60 seconds. Yes, 60 seconds or less to make that gold connection. So can we invite you, George, to put yourself on the hot spot? The gold connection in 60 seconds or less. If you don't make it, £10 for each correct answer. And my timing from the moment you give me those initials in the left-hand column with which you want to start. Right?
DS.
Tweed hat with flaps over the ears.
Deerstalker.
Yep.
OF.
Celebrated geyser in Yellowstone National Park.
Old Faithful.
Yep.
SF.
An election or other contest between two people only.
Straight fight.
Yes.
ND.
Church dedicated to Our Lady in
Notre
Paris.
Dame.
Yes.
EH.
German composer, friend of Wagner, whose name was pinched by a pop singer.
Pass. SOTF.
Those who are best adapted will live on.
Pass. BOP.
Raptors in general, that's to say hawks, eagles, owls and falcons.
Birds of Prey.
Yes.
LDOS.
Group are exceedingly strict about activities on Sunday.
Lord's Day on Sunday.
No.
FOF.
Airborne imagination.
Flight of Fancy.
Yep.
TDQ.
The English opium eater.
Thames DeQuincy.
No, I think that's one of the closest we've had so far. It really is one of the closest. What did you say when the gong caught you out at the end?
Thames DeQuincy.
It's Thomas de Quincey anyway, so you would have got it wrong. I am sorry about that. You passed, in fact, on 1, 2, 3, and you sailed across the board. It was just those three at the end that got you. First of all, the German composer, friend of Wagner, whose name was pinched by a pop singer. You said you were tone deaf. Engelbert Humperdinck is the answer to that one. I'm not saying he is. SOTF, those who are best adapted will live on. Survival of the fittest, yes. And the other one, the last one, LDOS, group who are exceedingly strict about activities on a Sunday. Have you remembered what they are?
No.
Lord's Day Observance Society. Ah, well, George, there we are. You've got yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, £60. Back to the seat, please. Right, well, it means now that we meet a new contestant. We will find out just very briefly how George feels about that. It's the first time he's been on the hot spot. It is as terrifying as Paul says, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It really is. Everything seizes up inside.
Yeah.
But did the minute seem longer than you thought or not?
Yes, I think it did.
It always does seem just that bit longer. Well, there we are. He's got through it all right, so they're both well trained. They know how to cope with the gold run in case they have to do it again. They may not. Perhaps the next contestant will knock them out. Let's meet the next contestant who's going to play Blockbusters. And it's hello and welcome to the show, Michael.
Hi, Rob.
Where do you come from, Mike?
Skelmersdale, Lancashire.
Lancashire. Which particular school?
Yeah, Skem College.
I'm sorry to hesitate, but I've just noticed you've got a bottle on the desk in front of you. What is it exactly?
Yeah, it's my mascot, the Lucky Piccalilli.
Lucky Piccalilli mascot, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
I see. Why is it lucky? What makes it lucky, Michael?
I don't know, I'm just pretty superstitious, you know.
Well, I think we'll look at the board because we're going to play the first round. Michael will be playing George and Paul, so let's go into, shall we, come what may, the first of 3 games of Blockbusters. And here we go with the first question. Hands by the buzzers, mind the bottle of pickles. And what S is the spice added to rice that makes it yellow? Yes, George?
Saffron.
Saffron is right. Good start. Where now?
C, please.
T.
C.
C, right. Here we are. What C are cowboys' leather trousers without... Yes, Paul?
Oh, darn, sorry.
Right. The whole question to Michael. What C are cowboys' leather trousers without a seat?
Give us a clue.
Give you a clue. Chaps is the answer. The time's run out. It's another C. Grief. What C? What C is a peal of thunder, or what you do with... Yes, George?
Clap.
Is right. That's another one. Where next, please?
A, please.
Okay, A in the middle there. It's your pattern, isn't it? Here we go. What A is the name of the sort of dog that's now often known as a German Shepherd? Yes, Paul?
An Alsatian.
Alsatian is right, yeah. Right.
I'm on where?
Oh, yes, you try it. Go on, press it. There you are.
That's all right. Then.
Okay, just checking. All right, where's the next one?
R, please.
R. Okay. See if you can make it work this time, Michael, shall we? What R is the union in which you would find Ollie Campbell? Yes, Paul?
Rugby.
Rugby's right, yes. One to go to make the connection. Which one?
E, please, Bob.
It's E. Please, Bob. And thank you very much. Don't forget, this is the one you've got to block, Mike, if you can.
You sure?
Well, I'm sure, but are you? That's the question. What E is a cheese and a Dutch? Yes, Paul?
Edam.
Is right. That's the connection. Well, I promised you there'd be no pickle, but there was a little bit of cheese there to help you along. You didn't even climb in on that, did we? No.
No, I've got a nervous twitch in my arm.
It's the twitch, is it? Yeah. Well, if
the
you make
old
it
war
twitch enough, maybe you can actually get to that button good and hard.
Try my best.
You're okay, are you now?
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
silly of me to ask, really. Okay, let's go to the board for the second one in the game of three, and it's A. Second game in a set of three. Michael, you do realise now that it means you've got to win this to stay in the running?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
You'll do your best. I know you will, Mike. Okay, so it's A, which has got that letter out of the way for all of us. What A was a famous 20th century poet with the first names Winston Hughes? Yes, George?
Auden.
Auden is right. Yes, that's a good start. Okay,
D, please.
right. D on the right. What D is a composition for two voices or two... Yes, George?
Duet.
Duet it is, yes. All went for it. You got there first. What's the next one?
O, please.
O. What O goes before glory, fashioned... Yes, George?
Old.
Old, yes. Very quick indeed. Come along,
R,
Mike.
please.
R? Right. All right, Mike?
Yeah?
Yeah, sure, fine. Just checking. What R is part of a pile driver or a male... Yes, George?
Ram.
Ram is right, yes. Michael, it's your last chance here. They're going to pick one of two letters. See if you can get it as we decide which one it's going to be.
Has anyone ever won nothing before?
That's a very good question.
I'm going to lose. I may as well do it in style.
Yeah, of course. I don't think there's, in the history of Blockbusters, there's a possible one exception. Has anybody gone out with nothing? So it will be quite
I'll
something.
make it a
won't
first, yeah.
Okay, fine. It might not happen.
College will be proud of me.
Of course they will. Okay, fellas, what's it going to be?
C, please, Bob.
C. Okay. You're going to go for that record now, Mike, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can see. What C is a room where you leave your coats... Michael!
Cloakroom?
Yes! You've ruined it. You've ruined it. You've blown the whole thing. You realise that?
That white's out of my colourblind.
Many people have gone off with 5 quid. I mean, that's nothing. You know, naught that we were looking for. So what are you going to go for next?
I'll have to win, won't I?
Well,
Have an E.
you'll have E. All right. What E was a tenor called Caruso? Paul.
Enrico.
Yes, Enrico it is. And another one.
S, please.
S. All right. This could be it. It's your chance again, Michael.
Here goes.
Yeah. What S is the Berkshire town, which is the home of the Royal Military Academy? It's George.
Sandhurst.
It's Sandhurst, and that's it. Well, I don't know what there is to say, Michael, apart from the fact that hard luck you got out with 5, but had you gone with 0, it would have made the papers, it would have been a sensation. You could have walked down the street and people would have pointed at you and said, he got out with none on Blockbusters.
Do you want a jar of piccalilli?
Well, not at the moment, actually. Do you think you could save it for me? Because I'm not into piccalilli right at this minute, but perhaps with a bit of bread afterwards and a pickle.
Yeah, you can have it after.
Yeah, all right, thank you very much. Don't you want to take it away with you?
What?
It hasn't brought you a lot of luck, has it, really?
No, I'm now ex-superstitious.
Well, Michael, all I can say is make use of the Blockbuster sweatshirt. Don't spill any piccalilli down the front, will you? And make particular use of the leather-bound gold block dictionary. You know all about that? Yeah, okay?
Love it.
Yeah. Mike, thanks for being with us.
Yeah,
all the very best. Give him a round. Well, great sportsman there, Michael. He's left us with £5 in his pocket and that load of goodies. But we have Paul and George still with us. I said but, it's and, really. £270 each. And, of course, it means we've got another gold run coming up. They come up thick and fast, don't they? Not actually coming up right now, because it's your turn, Paul, to go in for the next one, is it not? Yes? But it won't be yet. It'll be in the next game of Blockbusters, just to keep him sweating just a little further. We hope you'll join us. We'll be here. Bye-bye for now.
Remember that man who cheated on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with that bloke in the audience who kept coughing? What an elaborate manner of cheating. You can cheat all you want when you play along. 2 classic Millionaire episodes are on tonight from 9 on Challenge.
Places, everyone.
Sky Bundles, sponsored daytime on Challenge.